I find that kind of interesting, you know, and very helpful. I'm going to go back because one of the key things I learned when I was reading through all the material, there are risks that are significant, but they're pretty rare. Life-threatening type risks. I mean, there's risks in everything when you go under anesthesia or anything like that. Those kind of risks are out there. But in general, some of the risks are like if during the surgery, when they're placing the Orbera balloon, they can tear your esophagus from your stomach. The balloon can deflate and get into your bowel, and you can have bowel obstruction. The balloon can cause you to have ulcer, and ulcers can put holes in your stomach. So depending on whether it's the balloon or a standard ulcer, some people are prone to some of that kind of stuff. So they really watch you if you're somebody prone for ulcers. But those are kind of super rare. More what I looked at is that greater than 85% of the people will have nausea. Greater than 75% of people will have vomiting, and greater than 50% of people will have general stomach pain. And the rest of the side effects are one-off, you know, small things or small percentages. But the other big thing I learned, because you watch the videos and you really can't tell how long it seems to last. Most people say like a week. But most of those three capabilities that are side effects that I listed, they go down to like 5% for nausea after 3 days, less than 3% have vomiting after 3 days, and less than 7% have stomach pain after 3 days. So those numbers look pretty good, and they go down dramatically. So I'm hoping I'm on the side of, you know, after the first week things get a lot better. So what else? Let's see. I walk a lot. I hope I didn't already say that. I've got a little notes here, but I keep flying all over the place. I try to think of what I wanted to tell you. I walk. I try to walk at least 30 minutes a day. I tend to walk longer distances, maybe not as fast. But if I have only 30 minutes, I'll try to keep a high pace, a fast pace. I also use a lot of tools. I use a Fitbit. I live by it, wear it all the time. All my friends wear Fitbits, so we're challenging each other all the time every week to see who can get the most steps. I'm usually in the middle, not top or the bottom. I bike. I like my bike when it's nice out anyway. I use my MyFitnessPal to track my food and calorie intake. I've taken a break over the last 30 days or so, but usually I'm tracking pretty regularly for long periods of time. I've actually have tracked for well over a year before. I just recently stopped after 260 days straight. I just needed to take a break because it was frustrating, you know, tracking everything I put in my mouth but not losing any weight still. And so that's part of I like the tool for how easy it is to track your food, so I will use it again during the Orbera procedure for the next year, I think, at least. I also use, Omada, my Omada scale. Well, Omada is a program that I've also been on before, and with it they give you a electronic scale, and I weigh myself every single day. It automatically uploads, unless I'm not home for some reason, I'm out of town, and it uploads your weight and keeps a running weight for you, so you can go back in time and see if there's any cycles that you have, or anything. So I've been doing that since January, so for 9 months, almost 10 months now, and I'll continue to do that as well. So it's kind of nice to have that. Those are probably the big tools. I also have used like walking tools or the Couch to 5K running tools, just for something different, just to mix it up. What else? So one of the things I didn't hear in a lot of people's videos that I kind of wondered is, when I first started thinking about this, I'm like, will I tell anybody? You know, I could lose only 25 to 30 pounds and maybe people wouldn't even notice. Do I want people to, there's a stigma that goes along with anything gastric bypass or gastric anything, you know, like, I don't know. I started thinking about that and I thought, no, I'm not going to tell anybody other than my immediate family. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, because I think it was Lindsay who taped that her mom, her sainted mom, which I love her calling her that, was so worried about her, and I thought, I don't want anybody to worry about me. So I decided, after I went to my consult, I made the decision that I told my best girlfriends and my son and daughter. I will be telling my mom and one of my sisters, but probably that's all. And then, if somebody asks me, I won't lie, but I will probably more likely say I'm on the Orbera program, and they won't really even know what that is. So, and talk about then my exercise and my eating habit changes and focus on that as much as I can. It helps me also to be accountable because everybody will be asking me how it's going. So, I think that will help, actually. So now I start to prepare. I've got 2 weeks to get my head in the game. 1 week before the procedure, you start taking your medications. You take Prilosec for acid reflux, and there's a couple different medicines for nausea. You don't start taking those right away. You don't take those until like 24 hours before, and then after the first 3 days or so. There's an anti-muscle spasm. And I'm not saying the drug names just because they're probably different for every doctor. And then there's, I guess that's it. So stuff for acid reflux, stuff for nausea, and stuff for muscle spasms are the 3 main things you have. 4 days before the procedure, you go on a liquid diet. So I'm going to stock up on some foods for that period of time, and for the period post-op, where you spend a lot of your time also on liquid diets. Low fat soups, low calorie soups, fruit juices, and veggie juices, low cal or low acid. I like this drink I just tried. It's called Baya. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's B-A-I, and it's low carbs, 0 calories. It's really pretty good. I really like it. Some fat-free broths, sugar-free popsicles, which I got that from watching some of the videos. I'm going to get the Premier protein drinks because everybody talks about those. I think I'm going to have those on hand. I'm going to get some Tums because I definitely hear that helps a little bit. And so those are some of the things I'm going to go to the store and purchase to be ready for the event. So I guess that's all for now. I'll come back when I start my liquid diet, probably is when I'll come back and talk to you all and let you know how it's going. Again, my name is Donna. I am 2 weeks out from my Orbera procedure, and I weigh 198 pounds, 5'6.5", and I am a BMI of 31.8, which is obese. All right, well, thank you all for listening, and I hope I help somebody in their journey. Talk to you soon. Bye.